So we've used the kayak, went out fishing or whatever you're doing. Now we're gonna put it back in the bag here. And what do you gotta do, or what's that involved? It's not that big a deal. It's pretty easy. Let's get started. This bracket right here for the Bixby motor, you have to take it off. I tried to see if I could just leave it on and put it in here, and it didn't work. So this thing has to come off. Put this up. I have like a little bag I'm putting everything in, and these little parts I put in. And on this right here, you'll see this little notch. I don't know if you can see it good. It's got a notch here, so you kind of raise this while you unscrew it at the same time. That way you can spin the little tighteners without getting them stuck on the side there. So we take that off. These should come out. You can tighten these real tight. There's the little tool that comes with them, but I just get them snug for how I'm using it. I guess it probably depends on how much power motor you're using. I know they make a plate that mounts across all these if you're going to put some kind of engine on here that has, you know, more torque to it and that kind of thing. All right, so I'm gonna put this up in my bag here. So you got the bag that came with the boat. I have another bag for all the Bixby gear. Also have this is critical here, this little magnet that goes on the battery. You know, it fits on the battery. If you don't have that, you're not going to be able to power up. I'm also going to put my battery in here in my bag, so everything will fit in this bag. This bag also has wheels on it. Then here's the motor. You don't really have to worry too much about like hitting your prop. It's got a little protector on it, around like this, so you're not too worried about breaking it or hitting anything in here with it. And let's put this in here. Here's our steering tiller with the controller. That'll all fit in here too. Okay, you're gonna also need the little hand inflator, deflator. If you're by the lake doing this, I mean, you don't have to plug into power or anything like that. You can use the pump, the hand pump here, to deflate it if you want, but this little guy works good. On this white side is the deflate side. It even says deflate here. I don't think you can see that, but it's there. So that fits in here, and then we'll deflate it. The cool thing about this is they have a little valve on it that you can just open up. And you just do like that, and now it's locked open. So if you push down, air is going to come out. You see the valve. You can start hitting all of them. You can just kind of stand on it. I'm going to hit these while I'm here. We'll do this. Go ahead and get the seats. There's Kitty. Okay, seat. Get that. All right, so you can just kind of let that run. So initially, I tried to just push the air out the first time and get all I could and put it in the bag, and it doesn't fit. You maybe can make it fit, but it won't fold up good. So you're going to want to deflate it and let the little tool or the little pump here pull the air out of it. If you'll watch, it'll suck it down and take a lot out of it. So get it pretty good. And then hold on. Let all the air out and then hit your little valve, touch it once, and it'll lock it. So then you're keeping your vacuum in here, which is what you want to do. You want to maintain the vacuum. You know, you probably could go ahead and unlock it now, hook this on. Hold on, let me get this catch. This does come off sometimes, but it's not that big a deal. So just latch it, turn this on. We'll deflate the middle part. This one will take a little longer, but you can see it start to, really can, I guess, on this camera. But it's starting to, you know, suck it in tight. You'll hear the little motor. All right, so that's pretty good. Take that off. And again, I got this popped up. So I'll go ahead and close it. Same here. Let's just seal this off. That would maintain its vacuum. So see how puffy this kind of is, and I can walk around on it and get more air on it, or kind of fold it up, but I went ahead and just did this switch closed switch valve. I'm going to hook this on it, and then we'll deflate this pontoon. Watch it go down. Again, the smaller you get this, the easier it is for you to fold it up, put it back in the bag. Okay, so that's pretty good. You can hear the motor too. It starts to make a little noise. Like that's about all you're gonna get. But that's all you need. What this thing pulls down, see how flat and concave? This one's still puffy, has air in it. So we'll do the same thing here. And again, you could do this wherever, anywhere. If you're out camping or something, it's no big deal. So we'll pull that one out. Pulling all the air out. You can see it getting that front cavity up there at the tip of the boat, the bow. And I'm gonna let it go a little bit. Okay. All right. I'm gonna put the cat back in here. And we'll go do this one. Hang on, let me make sure that's closed. So when it's popped up, that's closed. Alright. He's starting to pull the air out. It's getting a pretty good bit. Okay, I'll put this on. I would do these seats too. Everything you're going to put in the bag, you want to deflate and pull a vacuum. These don't take long. Okay, there's the seat. Let's get this one. Click it up so it's closed. Where the check valve's closed is a one-way, basically. I'm going to pull our vacuum. Hear the motor change. Oops. Okay. And you don't want to hit the valve on any of these because they're keeping things small for you. All right. All right. So what I've been doing is fold one pontoon in. Like I'll take this side, fold it in like that. Lay this on top. So you're kind of getting this part here in the front, and I'll just pull these two together, keep it sort of tight, and just try to get it as on top of each other as best I can. We've kind of folded them across on top of each other. One thing about how I'm going to put it in the bag, I'm just going to slide it in this way. But it kind of helps if you know the chunks you're going to fold it in. So you can do like a roughly 18-inch. So if we take up this, you don't have to do a tape measure, but just kind of eyeball. We know about right here. Put that. and just keep doing and pushing down, you know, keeping it small as you can. And I just sort of put my weight on it. It's really not too big a deal. And this is where the straps probably help. I'll go ahead and use them. So I just kind of drape it around here to hold it. Hold what I got. And then you can just cinch it up. I'm gonna put both straps in here after all, just to kind of cinch it up. I'm gonna put the pontoons bottom or back towards the opening here. There we go. Put it in there. So that seems to help put the bottom of the pontoons towards the bottom of the container bag, whatever. And I think that helps. So then we just zip it up. Actually, we don't. I'm gonna put the chairs in there. So the 2 seats will fit. There's a footrest, I didn't show that, but that would fit in here as well. So if you look, you still got room here. You could carry your paddle, probably fit your little small blow up tool, the electric one, in here, and some other things. So there's actually still space in here. And you could maybe even compress this kayak more, fold it into smaller sections. But I put it in here and it fits pretty good. There's that. And then this, when I unscrew this here, put that here, put the hose. Now I've got some of the other pieces that came with this. Here's some skegs. I suspect, like if you were on the beach a lot or in waves, these are probably what that's for. You know, to keep you true on the wave so you don't get sideways to it as easy. But now my paddle won't fit in my bag, but they may make smaller paddles or bigger bags. But this is pretty much it, except for this piece I dropped out. I'll put it in here. You know, all the small pieces, like I said, you really should probably put them in a good bag or something. But I've got all mine in this pocket here. And that's it. So say you didn't have a motor, you just had a paddle, you would just need that. You know, this setup here, you're good to rock and roll. I think I already did measurements in my other video. But that's it. So not, really not terribly hard. And I've only done it a few times. If you, you know, you get faster each time. So hopefully this helps. Appreciate you watching. Thanks.